Number 7. A helicopter is flying from downtown Dallas to downtown Fort Worth. The distance between the two cities is 32 miles. If the angle of depression from the helicopter to Dallas is 45 degrees as shown here, and the angle of depression to Fort Worth is 35 degrees as shown here, approximately how far is the helicopter from downtown Dallas? We want to know this distance as represented by the question mark. All right, so let's start with this. If this is 45 degrees, this is 35. We could solve for this angle just by subtracting 180 because every straight line has 180 degrees. So I'll go over to my calculator and I'll take 180, subtract 45, and also 35. Find out this is 100 degrees right here. This angle is 100 degrees. Well, now that I know that, I can use the law of sines because I have a complete set here. So the law of sines say that if you take the sine of any angle and you put it over the side length that's across from it, that will be equal to any other angle and the side length across from it. So right now we're looking for the question mark. I need to find the angle across from the question mark, which means I need to find this angle. So to find this angle, here's what we do. Alternate interior angles say that if you have two parallel lines and a transversal touching both of them, that if we have 35 on this side of the line, it'll flip over and this would be 35 here. And so that's a 35-degree angle. Same is true that over here, this would be a 45-degree angle. So 35. So I would put a sine of 35. Now, I could insolve this if I wanted to, but really to solve, you'd cross multiply and divide. And since I'm about to cross multiply, I'm going to just change this to an x to make this easier. So I would multiply there and cross multiply there. So I had x times sine of 100 degrees equals 32 sine of 35 degrees. And now, to get x by itself, since that's multiplying, I will divide by sine of 100. Those simplify away. And so to get my answer, I would be dividing by sine of 100 like this. So come over here, we hit Control Divide to give us that fraction. I'll have 32 times the sine of 35 degrees. And don't forget the degree symbol with the pi button. All divided by sine of 100. Press enter. I get 18.6 if I round to the nearest tenth. 18.6 miles. And that's going to be our answer here. I'm rounding to the nearest tenth. Now, what if we wanted to find this side? So I'll put it over here. 18.6. What if I wanted to find this side? The only thing I use different is that I have a 45-degree angle instead of a 35. So if I came back to the calculator, I could copy the previous and just change this to a 45-degree angle. And 22.9765, that rounds up to be 23 even. This side would become 23.0 because of this.